But
But that's the thing. The sad reality.
But it's two different people, but you can feel that way, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with the way you feel, and there's nothing wrong with the way I feel. It's just everyone's different.
No,
but I'm saying okay, go ahead.
This is the whole postmodern thing that's going on now, that people feel that they're entitled to their own version of reality. So I can feel any way about anything, and technically that's a valid point of view. So I used to have this opinion in university where, like, you know, I was quite popular in my final year of university. I figured it out in my uni when I was like, these girls are full of shit. I'm just gonna do this. And so I'll talk to these girls, take them out on, like, you know, semi-dates, and they'll be in my room and things would escalate from there. And I would just watch how each one would approach it. So some of them were cool, but some of them would be in the room and they were awkward. But when women are awkward, they try and make you feel awkward. So because they're in the strong position, right? So there was this one girl in my bed, under my sheets, cheeks on me, and then she was like, just because I'm here doesn't mean I want to have sex. And I was like, sorry. No, I literally grilled her on this. I was like, she's actually a long time. This is what made her my friend. Because I was like, hold on. So what are we doing? Why are you under my sheets right now? She was like, well, maybe, you know, it doesn't have to be about sex. Then why are you under my sheets? Why is your butt on my groin right now? The point being,
She want a bedtime story.
that there is no, like, separate version of reality you're entitled to. There are social norms, and there are kind of things where behaviors are appropriate, behaviors are expected, and behaviors are incorrect. So that's
like, do you know the privilege you have to be able to complain when people compliment you?
What do you mean?
What do I mean? Do you know the privilege that you have to be able to complain when people compliment you?
But
getting complimented is a privilege. You're a pretty girl. Not everybody gets compliments. There's there's whales every day that go unnoticed.
I hate that. Don't call them whales.
But that's what they are.
No, they're not.
That's what they are.
No.
What am I supposed to call someone that's over 300 pounds?
That's just who they are.
A whale. What would you call them?
That's it. She's a human being.
That's a whale.
She's not a whale. I could be. Oh my days. I'm not.
Now they'll put her on the cover of Cosmo and call her beautiful.
Maybe she is.
To
Maybe
who?
she is.
To
Maybe
who?
she is.
To who?
To whoever's looking at her. Like, I don't feel like you have to be a certain size to be beautiful.
I don't feel.
Yeah, feel.
Okay, I don't think that you have to be a certain size to be beautiful.
You do not.
Yeah, you don't. But
I don't think so.
But there's reality, and there's because you look the way you look. There's this many guys knocking on your door. If you were 300 pounds, there'd be a lot less guys knocking on your door.
Depends what guys I'm into, you know.
No, it's true.
Depends if they like a chunky girl.
No, it's true because like I grew up fat, and then I lost weight, and I was like super skinny.
Okay.
And it was actually getting annoying how many guys were coming up to me. Now that I've gained weight again, I'm like, oh, chill. I like it this way. Because I personally don't like people bothering me all the time. But I'm not gonna blame them for trying. I'm just like, okay, you tried. Chill. Just don't touch me, and don't like hurt me. That's it. It's fine.
I'm coming for some Asian women.
Absolutely.
Marriage,
just
big time.
if they don't harass you, I just do not see the problem.
But a lot of them do harass you, and this is why I have an issue. But
women call
with
harassment everything. Like women are like the biggest softies when it comes to harassment. Like none of y'all have been really harassed.
Okay.
Like I'll give you a couple compliments, and maybe he'll keep going with it. And they'll be like, "Oh my God, harassment!" I'm like, he just complimented you a couple times.
Let me give you an example. Okay.
Okay.
So one day the tube is here. So I've got 2 tube stations where I live, right? So there's one here literally next to the apartments I live by, and there's one over there, right? I'm literally running again to work, running to the tube, and this guy starts running besides me, and he's like, miss, and he's trying to talk to me, and I said to him like, excuse me, like I'm running late. I've got no time to talk to you. He said, I just want to tell you look nice. I said, okay, thank you, cool. I've still got to go to work, right? Bye. Left. The next day, he sees me again. It's the same thing. Obviously, I'm not running to the train station this day. And I say to him, look, I've got a boyfriend. I'm not interested. He's like, your boyfriend doesn't have to know. You can come to my place. I'm like, no, I'm not interested. The next day, again, he sees me. And he sees me, he's here. And he's and again, it's the same thing. Daily. daily for a week. Like,
Did
do you not think that's
just one
harassment
guy,
until?
that's just one guy, right?
No, but the key point. Did you not think he was also going to work though? Maybe that's why he's bumping into you daily at the same time.
He
I
lives.
just like
he
to
lives
me, like,
across from me.
okay, I just would not care. Okay.
Just don't reply.
Yeah, then just keep.
Is that harassment?
It's shooting a
Do you not
shot.
think that's harassment?
It's shooting a shot.
If you've repeatedly told a guy, "I'm not interested. I don't want anything to do with you," and you're
Someone
still
call
harassing
someone
me.
call that persistence.
I grew up in Nigeria, and if I come to you and approach you and you said no, and I'll ask you a simple question: what percentage of chance have I got? If you say 2%, that's good enough. I've got something to work with.
You're crazy.
Absolutely. You shoot your
But
shot.
like, do you hear that? Like,
2%.
like there's
is
so
good
much there's so much privilege in being able to say like, men like that men approach me every day. That doesn't happen to everyone.
Yeah,
and so it's like you're complaining about that.
But don't you think that women in general get approached more anyway?
Yeah, boo-hoo.
Like,
Like, who cares?
you don't have to like it.
You don't have to like it, but you don't have to let it bother you. Like,
you should be
letting
flattered.
it bother you is a choice.
Yeah.
Like,
should be flattered.
I'm pretending it's like harassment or something. That someone sees you and compliments you.
It is harassment because you don't know how it's going to go. You don't know if it's going to like escalate to something else. So
You think this guy is going to kidnap you on your way to work after telling you look nice. The guy that
I've
lives
watched
opposite you.
documentaries.
what?
guys.
But this is like
I've watched-
that's a horror story. That's like going to the extreme. It's not the norm. You know your percentage chance of getting kidnapped and killed is.
Do you know how many women died
You know-
this year
you know-
in
Probably
London?
like 10.
Do you know how many people I have strangers in my apartment 4 times a week? You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
You'll be surprised. Maybe he's giving himself 10 chances, right? He's going to approach you 10 times, and if you say no 9 times, the 10th time you might say yes. So he's going to persist for those 10 times, and at the 10th time you say no, then it's going to walk away.
Do you not think that's just like wearing women down or like wearing people down? Say it was the opposite way. Say it was a woman going after a man. Okay,
No,
let's just take the
52 women out of the millions. 52.
52 women died this year.
Yeah.
Do you not think that's a big number?
No.
Why are you worried about people that died?
At 52.
Emotional magnification,
Okay,
guys.
how many women?
Do you not think that's
That's
a big number?
no, I think-
Terminology.
0.00001% of the UK's
So you're
population.
complaining because one guy likes you. Do you know how bizarre that sounds, right?
You know what I think it is that
4.496 million women and 52 died.
How many women? Sorry.
4.9 or 4.49, so 4.5 million women in London.
In London.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, and 52 died. Is this going to keep me up at night? Crying, scared?
Still a lot of people. 52 people.
This is like need to be right because it's not. You know it's not. Like I'm talking to you as an adult, right? As an adult, like we could say 52 women out of 4.5 million is not a lot. Yes?
Yeah, I get that, but it's still like
It's not a lot, but it's a lot.
it's not like it's not a lot in the comparison, but I still think that like 52 people dying is still a bit mad. No,
Not enough to scare me.
I think more people get killed by dolphins.
dolphins are actually a bit dangerous.
Yeah, dolphins are messed up.
dolphins